Finally, time for some real football. I'm Mike Fiametta, sports editor at the Badger Herald. I'm here with...
I'm Elliot Hughes, sports content editor at the Badger Herald.
I'm Kelly Erickson, associate sports editor at the Badger Herald.
We're here to talk Wisconsin, Nebraska. Finally, the Badgers play their first Big Ten game. Of course, it is at Camp Randall, prime time on ESPN. College Game Day is coming to Baskin Hill to do their weekly pregame show. It's going to be a fantastic atmosphere.
And it's really hard to simulate our atmosphere, man, with our student section, the way those guys are going back and forth, and I mean, just the whole atmosphere is crazy. It's ridiculous.
This is going to be their first Big Ten game. This is going to be a ranked game. This is going to be a game against the defending Big Ten champs. And
you know, obviously with the Big Ten level, you're going to have some good cornerbacks there. So, you know, just level of play is going to be a little bit better.
A lot better than, the time we played these past games. But, we have a lot of faith in our, our linemen to get the job done and take it like another game.
Well, I think the media attention obviously is similar to what we had against Ohio State, but I also think coming out with a win last year is very important. I think we know what to expect when we go out on the field. We know how electric it's going to be, but also now we know how to prepare during the week. We know what to expect when all the media is around here. So obviously it's a big week. We're embracing it, and now we know how to win in these kind of situations.
But on the field, Elliot, Badger offense has rolled through this preseason. What can we expect from this weekend?
Well, one thing I think the Badger offense needs to keep in mind is penalties. So far, the team has committed 6 penalties per game. The majority of those have been holding, illegal block, and false start. Secondly, I think Nebraska's defense will try to force the pass, like other teams have, but they won't do it to the extent of Northern Illinois or Oregon State.
I think the first thing I see when I watch them is they all flatter the ball pretty well. They gang tackle, so everyone's trying to get to the ball. They're real aggressive that way.
Very, they're physical, and one thing that we really all took from, a couple of days of watching film is that they really good at rallying to the ball.
I think they're physical. They got some size, obviously some speed. I think, a lot of ways they kind of look a little bit like our defense, just the way they play.
Well, certainly really productive players. I think that's why they've earned the accolades, and I think there's some other guys in that defense that are playing to that level as well. So you hear those too, and I get it, but I think there's more.
Kelly, on the other side of the ball, the defense, Badger defense, what do you expect?
I expect them to force the pass early on Nebraska.
I feel like for us, we definitely have to stop the run. That's clear and evident. They've been rushing for a lot of yards against other teams, and so I think our main goal is if we can stop the run and force them to go to something that Nebraska usually doesn't do, which is pass the ball a whole lot. I definitely think odds are in our favor.
Martinez, the quarterback, is the leading rusher on the team, only by a yard over running back Burkhead.
I think he's explosive. The one thing about very good players is they're not slow. They're not slow to react. They're not slow to get to the ball. They're not slow to make a move. So he's going to give you his strongest move, and he's going to go hard. And he makes a lot of plays that way.
A lot of people talk about how Martinez is not really a huge thrower and this and that, but last time I checked, on film, he's beating people with his arm. He throws touchdowns.
So, if we can get on him and keep after him, hopefully it will limit the amount of plays he's going to make.
And also, I think the defense is going to come out hungry. They started to get the taste of the turnovers last week and starting to create the turnovers. Obviously, this is going to be one of the tougher offenses they have faced so far this season and potentially all season.
I just think we got to continue to tackle well. That's the big issue. I think if we can go out there and tackle extremely well, hopefully make them turn the ball over tackling, hopefully we can force them to throw the ball.
So while the Badgers have been rolling, obviously Nebraska's still undefeated, still playing well. They might have more to prove on the field, but I think Wisconsin still has the most at stake in this game to prove that they're not just a benefit of the weak competition we faced so far.
Obviously, they're going to come after us just to kind of prove that they can hang with the Big Ten and be one of the best, and we're expecting a good battle.
I'm not really worried about what people are saying about who this and that or whatnot, but I just feel like as a leader back there in the secondary and for our defense, I just want us to go out there and have a heck of a game.
As a team, we have to know exactly what they're coming with and be mentally sharp, and that might mean extra film. That might mean staying in a little bit longer and making sure you have your assignment down. Maybe a little more extra practice time afterwards. Just a lot of communication going on.
A veteran group, and I think it'll be a heck of a challenge. But along with challenges come opportunities, and find out who we are.
So it'll certainly be a fantastic game this Saturday night at Camp Randall. Like I said earlier, game day will be here on Bascom Hill earlier in the morning, so be sure to check that out. Again, I'm Mike Fiametta from the Badger Herald. This is Elliot, and this is Kelly, and thanks for watching.